got your baby a dog bed instead of a pack and play?
Girl has outgrown her bassinet. And
Stephanie, the decisions that you make baffle me to my core.
Now, I think the resilient Jenkins may have got their baby a dog bed to sleep in. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but that's just what it looks like. Why not just buy a pack and play that's literally less than $50?
Oh, TikTok. You've done it again. And this time the spotlight is shining directly on Stephanie Jenkins, who has managed to leave the internet divided, outraged, and maybe just a little speechless with her latest parenting choice. This isn't just a minor oops moment like forgetting to pack extra wipes. No. We're talking about a full-blown drama bomb dropped right into baby Minova's bedtime routine, and the internet cannot stop talking about it. Here's the setup. Stephanie's 7-month-old daughter, Minova, has outgrown her bassinet. That's totally normal. By this age, most parents know it's time to transition into something safer and sturdier, like a crib or a pack-and-play. But instead of taking the road most traveled, Stephanie decided to swerve, spin, and go full left field. What did she buy? A toddler travel floor bed. And before you picture something cozy and secure, let's be clear. This is basically a soft sleeping pad glued low to the ground, designed for toddlers, not infants. Translation? A dog bed with marketing. And she paid almost $100 for it.
baby girl has outgrown her bassinet, and that thing is in not the best condition anymore from us having to move it back and forth from the whole motel situation. So, I don't give a fuck what your opinion is on this one because I know what's best for my situation. Bought her some kind of bed for while we're here in the motel.
Now TikTok detectives didn't just roll their eyes at the bed. Oh no, they noticed every single detail. First up, the environment. Before the big reveal, Stephanie grabbed a broom and half-heartedly swept all the crumbs and dirt across her motel floor and into a corner. Very glamorous. Then she proudly set the toddler bed right on the same floor, the same spot with dust, crumbs, and who knows what else lurking. Fans instantly zeroed in, questioning why anyone would think placing a baby directly on an unclean surface was remotely safe. But the real kicker came with the commentary. Stephanie practically opened the video on the defensive, admitting up front that she didn't care about what people would think. That little preamble said everything. She knew what was coming once people saw the bed. And she wasn't wrong. Things got even more eyebrow-raising when her partner chimed in, cracking a joke about how little Minova now just needed a tomato pillow and a lettuce blanket, turning their daughter's new sleeping arrangement into a sandwich gag. Stephanie thought it was cute enough to incorporate into her caption, but viewers weren't laughing. Instead, they saw it as proof that the parents were treating an actual infant's safety like one big punchline. And if you thought that was enough to fuel TikTok's fury, the price tag sealed the deal. The toddler bed? $99. The safer, widely recommended alternative, a pack-and-play? Around $40. For half the price, Stephanie could have chosen the option designed exactly for infants like Minova. The decision doesn't look like budgeting gone wrong, because Stephanie herself has indicated money isn't exactly tight. So the question burned even louder across comment sections. If it wasn't about saving money, why deliberately choose the more expensive, less safe option for a baby who hasn't even celebrated her first birthday yet? The backlash exploded into a storm. Parents, child safety advocates, and casual TikTok viewers alike flooded comments, branding the decision unsafe, impractical, and flat.
Now Stephanie, motherfucker Stephanie, bitch. Do not piss me the fuck off while you got this fucking baby in the fucking dog bed, bitch. Now, there's a lot of things that you do on this motherfucking app that I don't say shit about. But, bitch, right here, you went too motherfucking low. Put that baby on a fucking dog bed, bitch. The same motherfucking dog bed that my motherfucking dog sleep on. Bitch, you got your motherfucking nerves to get this baby a dog bed to lay on. And y'all in the motherfucking motel bed, you and dirty ass you. Bitch, you got your motherfucking nerves. CPS need to come take them motherfucking kids out your hand. Because at this point, you just doing shit for views and shit. And get this, just keep being trending, bitch. At this point, bitch, you need to get them kids up. Because, baby, you struggling like a motherfucker. And I hate to see this baby land on the fucking floor in this dog bed, bitch. It's a human being, not a fucking dog. You need to really get that parenting shit together, bitch. before you really piss me the fuck off like you just did already with your dizzy dumb ass.
Others pointed out the pattern of defensiveness and deflection in her video, speculating that this wasn't just about one odd choice, but maybe about her overall parenting priorities. Was it all about looking different online? Was it stubbornness? Or was it just careless decision-making that put content over common sense?
Her some kind of bed for while we're here in the motel. This whole little thing's gonna fit in here. Mom arms give it, bro. Anyways. I am bouncing y'all around. Yo, this one's gonna pop out so much. Look how vacuum sealed this is. Can't even get it out. Do y'all see this? I'm gonna have to get a different angle because that's gonna be too satisfying. Hold on. Clean this up a little bit. Your sandwich bed is here, my dear. Aw, mama, look at your little sandwich. You can lay in your sandwich? My mama got one so low to the ground because she's a climber. And now, all she's got to do is climb right on out. She got this. Here for a lot longer than you would anticipate. Doesn't mean that that's not still the most practical move. You feel me? A crib in here wouldn't be practical. Vacuum sealing is insane. Like what?
And that's where the intrigue lies. Because at the heart of this viral uproar isn't just a quirky choice about baby furniture. It's the bigger picture. How a monetized influencer with plenty of options ends up sparking internet-wide concern with a single parenting decision. Stephanie might have said, "It's cute, it works for now," but TikTok is making it crystal clear for them. Baby Minova's new bedtime arrangement is anything but cute. It's chaos, controversy, and the latest hot headline in the ever-growing world of viral parenting scandals. And this is exactly where the outrage morphs from harmless gossip into deep concern, because what Stephanie has created for her baby isn't just unconventional, it's outright unsafe in ways her own videos have repeatedly exposed. Let's paint the picture clearly. This child is not lying in a cozy crib or a properly enclosed playpen. Instead, she's been placed on a floor-level toddler bed in the middle of a motel room, a room that followers have already seen crawling with evidence of infestation, clutter, and hazards that no parent should ignore. Viewers have been pointing out, frame by frame, the concerning details. Roaches caught scuttling across the floor in past clips. Ants trailing along the walls. Mystery bugs popping up where the baby plays. Sharp objects like knives and scissors shown carelessly lying around. Glass cups and metal utensils tossed onto the ground like it was no big deal. Loose cords hanging across the carpet, begging to be tugged or tripped over. And crumbs, so many crumbs, pushed into corners rather than properly cleaned up. It's one thing for an adult to live in that space. It's another thing to knowingly place a 7-month-old baby who's at the stage of rolling, crawling, grabbing, and putting anything into her mouth, directly into it. When you piece it together, the whole arrangement looks less like practicality and more like putting a child directly into a danger zone. And the kicker is, this isn't some one-time mistake. It's the continuation of a disturbing trend. Followers who've tracked Stephanie's content for years have seen her older kids filmed sleeping on thin mats or basic cushions pressed against floors in their old apartment. No crib, no structure, just bare floor with makeshift bedding. So when she proudly presented this toddler travel bed as a solution for baby Minova, it didn't feel like a creative alternative. It felt like a repeat act in a very questionable family tradition. People are calling it out as a long-running pattern disguised under the banner of practical parenting, and the internet isn't buying it anymore. But the real sting comes with the intentionality behind it. Stephanie knew the criticism was coming. She said it out loud before she even unveiled the bed. That one line, "I don't care what people think," wasn't casual talk. It was a preemptive strike, acknowledging the backlash while choosing to post anyway. And when you think about that in the context of online content creation, it makes everything even murkier. Because outrage isn't just noise, it's engagement. Every angry comment, every stitch, every furious duet still racks up numbers, pushes her videos to more feeds, and fuels her monetization. She's a creator who understands how the algorithm works. Which makes people wonder, was this really about convenience? Or was it a calculated gamble, stirring chaos on purpose because outrage equals attention? The timing of it all only adds more fuel to the fire. Stephanie had just received her TikTok payout, and the internet noticed where those dollars went. Instead of buying a crib, the obvious, safer choice, or finally getting the high chair she's mentioned for months, or even purchasing clothes that actually fit her growing baby, she chose to invest almost $100 into a toddler bed totally unsuitable for an infant. Viewers couldn't help but contrast that with how she finances her own needs. When Stephanie experiences chest pain or a medical scare, she's at the ER in a heartbeat, updating followers with every detail, seeking proper treatment. But when baby Minova had visibly crossed eyes, a potential medical issue that alarmed countless viewers, the response was weak promises of follow-ups, odd camera angles to hide the problem, and no clear updates. For herself, proper care. For her baby, denial and deflection. That double standard is what's turning simple criticism into genuine outrage. And that's why TikTok isn't treating this as a small slip. This bed choice has become the latest chapter in a long, unsettling pattern of unsafe environments, questionable priorities, and a focus on clicks over children. What could go wrong isn't abstract. The risks are painfully real. Suffocation dangers from improper bedding, pest exposure, crawling into sharp or toxic objects during the night, tangling in cords, or worse. Comment sections are filling, not just with angry words, but with people tagging authorities and urging child protective services to intervene. The old narrative of Stephanie as a struggling mom just trying her best is falling apart in real time, being replaced with one that frames her as careless, neglectful, and unwilling to put her kids' needs above her content. And perhaps the most uncomfortable reality lurking beneath it all is this. If what we're seeing on camera is this questionable, what's happening in the moments we aren't allowed to see? If the on-display version looks unsafe, it raises even darker questions about what might be happening behind scenes, where cameras conveniently cut away. No amount of cheeky captions or lettuce blanket jokes can mask the underlying truth anymore. Stephanie paid nearly $100 for a toddler bed that is riskier, less practical, and more unsafe than the $40 option designed specifically to keep infants safe. And the one facing the consequences isn't Stephanie soaking up the engagement. It's her baby lying in the danger zone, while the internet watches helplessly from the outside. So, what do you think? Clueless parenting or calculated drama? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hot gossip.